All right, family. Greetings. How's everybody doing tonight? It's your brother Ford MacD, and I brought my best friend out with me tonight. All right, it's been a minute since we've been on stream, so this is a special uh business is warfare broadcast. But it's not gonna be the norm the way we do it. We usually start at 10. But anyway, it was just something pressing on my mind, pressing on my heart that I wanted to get out, and I didn't want to have all of it. I didn't want it to be script. I didn't want to have it all planned. I'm not gonna show no slides. All right. But we're gonna get real deep, right? So I have titled this. Hold on, I am gonna put a banner up though. I have titled this. I have titled this stream 2-minute warning. Now, you remember my last stream, I talked about being in the 2-minute warning. The 2-minute warning in the NFL, they don't really have it in college. But in the NFL, in the professional league, the NFL, the National Football League, in the fourth quarter, every game is something called the 2-minute warning. Now, if you're down, it's time to pick up the pace. If you're leading, it's time to hold off the other offensive team. So either you're gonna run the clock or you trying to score to put them out where they can't even catch up and ain't enough time left, right? So, but the subtitle of this is how do the central banks make money? Now, the reason I'm saying this because we part of a blockchain bank. We run a blockchain bank. Totally different from a central traditional bank. We don't give loans. We don't borrow your money. They pay somebody else. We don't do nothing like that. We only show you how to really grow your capital. We show you how to double your money. That's what we show you to do. Now, we run into people all the time, especially now since scams are so high in America now with these bots and all these other fake platforms and something that whatnot. We got a lot of people to say, I've been in that before. I did something like that. This something like this similar to this. Hey, listen. I'm gonna say this, and I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this, but we're just gonna tell the truth. All right. I'm in the Nation of Islam. You cannot say Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Minister Farrakhan. Different category. Whole different category, right?
Yes.
They might be similar on some aspects, but it's really a whole different category for longevity, for steadfastness, from fortitudeness, regardless on the good that TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson have done for our community. It don't measure up and add up to what Minister Farrakhan has been to our community, and it don't add up in time. You can add all them together, it still don't add up in time. All right. So you can't say that. So when we're talking about opportunities, you cannot say Novatech. What's the other one? Hyperverse, and then GS Partners. You can't do that. You just can't do that. Right? You can't do that. You can't say this coin over here, the G99. No. You can't do that. You can't even say Binance. G999. You can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? And the proof of the matter is that, for one, they don't have the track record of Gold Standard Bank. For two, they don't have the tech team. They're not See, we are being kept in advance with the movement of technology. You can't say XRP. XRP ain't did a damn thing, but everybody run around. XRP will do this. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do this. They ain't did nothing yet. They ain't made nobody rich yet. If you ain't getting in early, there's nothing else to that. There's no platform for XRP. Now listen, I'm a crypto head, but I'm in love with crypto utility. I'm in love with crypto is designed to do. You feel what I'm saying? But XRP don't have a system for you and me. So you can go and put money in there if you want to. That's your choice. You can do that, right? If you make money off of it, all praise be to Allah. You feel what I'm saying? However, we not holding coins waiting on a coin to go up, right? We're not an investment platform, because an investment calls a risk. I haven't lost $1 in Gold Standard Bank. Not $1 have I lost. Well, what about the coin? The coin is what, hey, I still have my coins. You make money on the buy of an asset, not the sale. What do you mean? Well, if I buy it at $1 and I sell it at $10, that means I really made the money when I bought it at $1. And I had enough understanding, I had enough patience to wait till it got to $10. Well, if it took 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, don't matter. I made the money because I bought it at an early time. Assets supposed to appreciate over time. You make money off gold if you buy it at one price, but if you're trying to sell it at another price, that's different. Gold is more insurance. You follow what we're saying? Now, she ain't going to say too much. I just got her here because she look good. You feel what I'm saying? And it's my wife. You know what I'm saying? So that's why she's here. So she don't say anything. That's why. She just want, I didn't want her to be in another separate room while I make this strive. I want her to be right here. Now, whenever she want to interject, she can. You feel what I'm saying? But right now, I'm trying to crack into your brain to get you to understand. Family, this is the 2-minute warning. What do you mean, family? The American ecosystem is on its deathbed. That means the dollar. That means the banking infrastructure. It is on its deathbed. So if you don't do something to position yourself outside of that, this is the 2-minute warning. We don't have a lot of time. This 2-minute warning can be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. But it ain't 20.
Ooh.
It's not 20. It's not 10, right? It ain't going another decade. I'm sorry. I know you don't believe it because you've had faith in this all your life. I use that. But listen, when I got to understand it, that's when I lost faith in it. When I got awakened to the system of the dollar, to the system of economics, to understanding how money works, that's when I lost faith in it. See, you don't really understand how this is produced. You don't understand how your banking institution make money. You don't understand how to grow your own money. You don't understand. So you still have faith in this. So if you got faith in this, you got faith in this system. Because the system is what produces this. Right? Well, brother, you got faith in gold standard partners? Hey, well, I'd rather have faith in something new than something that's been around, something that's been robbing people for 100 years, something that they've been benefiting the elite for over 100 years. We got a 100-year track record to see that ain't it. We got a 100-year track record to see that this is a scam. 100-year track record. Right? We got plenty of people that said, hey, the banks took my money. Hey, I lost my money in the 401k. Lost my money in the stock market. All that's ran by Wall Street and the boys. All that's ran by the international bankers. All of it. But you still got faith in it. Many people have lost homes. You probably know somebody in your family. I know I got family members that had to foreclose on the home and lost their home. Multiple of them. Right? And they had to sell it, refinance it and all that. They couldn't keep the home because of the interest rate. They didn't pay attention to this. So they was paying a mortgage at a set price for 5 years and then boom, they upped it, but their income didn't go up. So they had to default on it. So they had to sell out, get whatever money they put in and get some back and move somewhere else. But it was a family home. They bought it for their family, but the children didn't grow up in the home. You follow what I'm saying? But we still got faith in that, though. We still want to think the stock market okay. Because you see people making money in the stock market. They just know how to make money in the stock market. That don't mean it's okay. You feel what I'm saying? But we got too much faith in this. Why? Because when we bring you something, we get hit with the silly questions, but have you call your bank with those same questions. How do you make money? If you can do this in a CD, if you can give me 5% over 2 years in a CD, if I give you $5,000, that's a scam, and you shouldn't even take no deal like that. But anyway, how are you getting this money? How is the bank making money? Huh? We don't think on those terms because we are not groomed to think systematics. We don't think systematic. It's a system that they're running. Right? So as long as we have faith in this as long as they can print this, as long as they can issue this out, then they will continue to get paid from the system that's designed for the elite. It ain't designed for me and you. Why you think in the public school system they teach you nothing about money? Now, ain't that a damn shame? Now, how the hell you telling me? Now, I just wanted y'all to hear this, man, because we got to speak straight words. Why? Because it's a 2-minute warning. We don't have a lot of time, right? You're going to wake up one day and this going to be literally paper. You ain't going to be able to do nothing with it. It's coming soon. It's coming soon, right? We got a track record of other nations. All you got to do is go and watch other nations around the globe. What makes you think that the dollar is going to be the first fiat currency to live forever? What makes you think every tyrant, every wicked, every unrighteous, every injustice regime is going to last forever? Go and look at the history. Go and look at the history of the Caucasian rule. None of their governments have ever lasted. None of them. So what makes you think America is different? And this is the biggest dictator. This is the worst one. I know they give you freedom because you want to be a freak. You want to get high. You want to dress how you want to dress. So you think it's good. But ain't no peace nowhere in America. No peace nowhere. You can't leave your door unlocked. I bet your car locked right now. I bet your alarm on the car right now. I bet when you go in the mall, if y'all go to the food court, I bet you have somebody wash the bags if you go to the bathroom. I bet you don't just leave your new clothes and shoes and stuff you just bought just there, and you go to the bathroom and just come back and think it's going to be there, right? I bet you don't go in no grocery store. I bet you don't go in no convenience store, and you just running in to get some, and I bet you don't leave your car crunk. If you do, you got the key in your pocket and you lock the doors. I bet you that, right? But travel, go over to Dubai. Go over to some of those developed countries in the Middle East and see how peaceful it is. Dubai got 0 crime rate. They police don't have guns. So it's debatable that America is not the best country to live in. Well, brother, why don't you leave then, brother? Hey, definitely thinking about it. It definitely might be in the plans. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if you see us streaming one day and say, hey, we just moved to Dubai. And you feel what I'm saying? Don't be surprised, right? However, family, this is the place that God, the supreme being, wants to establish peace. In this country, under this regime, not under this regime, but he wants to destroy this regime. And he is destroying it. But we can't see because we think everything is immediately. As I was just talking to a brother today. Brother told me, Brother Frank Muhammad, I won't call his name. I hope he pop in here. He said, man, do you think that, the Messiah departure is connected to the hyperinflation? He said, do you think we will see hyperinflation first? I said, I don't think so. I said, because hyperinflation is the last death blow to the dollar. That's when the dollar pretty much going to be obsolete, when we see hyperinflation. And I think the Messiah is going to leave before that, because I'm just going through patterns of how God moves. He never brings total destruction or the wrath on a nation until he removes his messenger. Lot was told to leave before they killed the people of Sodom and Gomorrah. Mm-hmm. Right? Who else? I had not Lot, that Lot. Noah. Noah got in the ark before the flood came. Mm-hmm. It was just raining, but Noah knew what time it was. He got hit in the ark because he was already really in the ark. But he built it and was preaching the ark before the flood came. But he got in the ark. Then the flood came. So he was safe. Allah's always going to choose. He's going to always save his chosen one. They're not going to experience what we're going to experience at that time. So the final war is connected to that. So when he said that, I said, see, inflation is like eating pork. Yeah, you can eat pork and you might live to be 75, 80 years old. But you go back to baby status by the time you hit 50. Meaning you can't do nothing. Your joints hurt. You're in the doctor every other week. You got diabetes. You got this. You got cancer. You got this. You're fighting this. You're battling this. You still might make it to 80 now. You just ain't going to be in no good shape. You're just going to be in a terrible shape at 80, right? That's how inflation is. See, we don't see, especially the young generation. Let me talk to y'all that's in your 20s and your early 30s. See, y'all don't, most of y'all don't go grocery shopping. So you can't see that. Damn, hold on now. Just a couple years ago now, I was paying $4 for a loaf of bread now. Now damn, now I'm paying $6. Now I'm paying $7. Did the bread go up? Did the material increase in value? Or did the dollar decrease in value? Huh? And I'm going to tell you what the true definition of inflation is. All right? Then milk. Damn, I remember buying milk at $4 a gallon, $5 a gallon. Now it's hard to get a gallon of milk under $8. They know what on now. Then some of y'all love Jordans. I do too. I've been buying them for 20 years though, probably longer than you. You hear me? Back in the 90s, it wasn't a Jordan shoe over $125. Now I can go in my closet right now and I don't have a pair of Jordans that cost less than $300. That's inflation, but it's gradual. Just like when you eat the wrong food, it don't kill you instantly. That's why you keep eating it, right? Because if it kills you instantly, you eat it and then you drop dead, you wouldn't do it no more. It kills you over time. That's why you smoke cigarettes. It tell you you're going to cause cancer. But it don't cause cancer when you first smoke one. Everybody can just smoke one and boom. If you don't get addicted to it, years go by to be like you never smoked it. But if you keep smoking it, then you keep living, and your next thing you know, your health, your lung go bad. See, it's a gradual thing. And right? And God's destruction and judgment of America is gradual. He do it in his stages. Degree by degree by degree, because he has supreme patience. You and me don't have patience. We don't want the home cooked meal. We want the microwave dinner. That's why we at McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, Taco Bell. That's why we there.
That's right.
We don't want nothing cooked. We want it quick. That's why right now people are asking us now. We saying, hey, look, this what we can do with your money. Minimum 4-5x in 3 years. And the first thing they ask, but what if I wanted to pull it? That means you ain't getting paid no more. What? That means it ain't working for you no more. Why do you even have that thought? Oh, that's too long. Bro, you ain't flipping your money no 4 times, no 4x in no 3 years, no 5x. And we got some opportunity that might 7-8x it in that time. Literally. You ain't got nothing doing that, man. And this ain't based on no fluke gazy trader where he can show you good profits, good trades for a month, and you got to bring him $250,000 to even get 5%, and he ain't gonna pay you weekly. That's gonna be a month. That's gonna be a month. But then he might go in a trading slump. You don't believe me? Go and study Larry Fink. Google him. Who is he? He the man that run BlackRock. What is BlackRock? Who is BlackRock? That's the biggest hedge firm, brokerage firm in the world, with $7 to $8 trillion under management right now. Go Google the CEO of him. Go Google the CEO. His name, Larry Fink. Go Google him. He's the CEO right now. He's been the CEO of BlackRock since it started. Go Google him. And they're going to tell you about the big, when he was a trader, a broker, and he lost a whole lot of money in one day. And people in Wall Street start walking away from him. But a Jewish man, just so happen to be a Jewish man, that comes along and say, look, I got this company over here called Blackstone. Hey, how about you come and hit it? And we're going to change it from Blackstone to BlackRock. And we're going to put you at the face of it. See, we don't understand this. And your bank make money in multiple ways. In your city right now. Go downtown, any major city in America, just go downtown. What is the biggest, tallest building in your city? What's at the top of it? What the name of it that is? Truist Bank, Regions, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase. Might be a Wells Fargo building, right? These are banks. They got the biggest bid in every major city in America. 9 times out of 10, the tallest building downtown is a bank. But they only got one section of that big building. And in that side of that building, what do you have? Law firms, insurance firms, health firms, mortgage firms. You have all type of different businesses inside of this establishment. So they selling real estate. They got real estate then. That's all the commercial real estate, right? That's all commercial real estate. Why you think it's so hard to get in commercial real estate? Because the banks want it for them, because that's where the big profit at. Why? Because I would rather my tenant be a business than my tenant be somebody with a job. Let me say that again. I know y'all missed that. Most of y'all missed that. Let me say it again. I would rather my tenant for my property be a business, be a corporation. Why? Because there's multiple ways we can impose getting our money out of them. We can buy into their company. We can buy their company out. Oh, you default on this? Don't worry about it. Here you go. Your company worth for a couple $1 million. Here you go, 100,000. Since you owe us, y'all owe us $250,000. You know what I'm saying? Since y'all owe us and you can't pay it, take this 100,000 and we taking your company. We taking your brand. And we're going to package it up, resell it, I'll merge it with another company and spread it and expand it. See, we don't know the money game. Business is warfare. And as long as you work a job and you're afraid to move some of this into an opportunity for it to grow, you are not involved in the warfare. Period. I'm sorry. I don't care who you is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your title is. I don't care what your organization is. I don't care who you think you are. You're not involved in this warfare, family. You on the sideline. Why? Because the system of the dollar wants to keep us in bondage. They want us trading our precious time, what they know we can't get back. They keep them propped up. They keep them eating fat and made rich. Matter of fact, let me go to the lessons, God damn it. Because it's in your supreme wisdom lessons if you got it, if you're a Muslim. Right? It's in here. Minister talk about it. This is public data. But do we understand it? So let's go to, let me see, I can go lesson number 1, I can go lesson number 2. Let's start lesson number 1. The Muslim's assignment. All right. It says that number 7. It says that why does the devil? We're gonna change out the word devil with enemy. No, matter of fact, we're gonna change out the word devil with international bankers. Why does the devil, the international bankers, keep our people illiterate? Why? Let's see. What you say? Okay, the answer. I'm gonna let you know who answered it. The most honorable Muhammad, the most mistaken black man that ever walked the planet. He answered this. He not asking the question. It's his teacher, Master Fard Muhammad, who we say is Allah God in person. You keep waiting on that spook all you want to. You keep believing in it. You don't understand like we understand because you think that this spirit's around controlling matter. Damn it. If the creator was a spiritual being or some type of spirit, he couldn't even be a being if he just spirit. So that don't even go together. You got to understand what being. He called the divine supreme being. I don't care what your religion is. This system that we talking about, the dollar, who invented the system? Did a man invent it or did it just pop up out of the air? Huh? Or did they meet on Jekyll Island down there on the coast of down on the southern coast of Georgia, and then and they came up with this act which was the start of the Federal Reserve System that was first called the Federal Reserve Act, did a group of men meet on that island? Huh? I did some damn spirits meet on that island, and they said, look, we ghosts, but we're going to control real. And they put it in the movie so we shouldn't even believe it. Why? Because we see ghosts walking through walls. You can't walk through no wall because the wall is matter. You matter. You can't just walk through it. It got to be an opening. So they put it there subtly, but we get caught up in the spookism of it, and we believe in this. But God, I just can't see how a man did this and created the sun and created the earth and did all of this. That's why you ain't got no control, no power on your life, because you disconnected from reality. So as long as you believe in a fake reality, you can't dictate and predict and advance the reality of your own life. Because you thinking, I'm just going to pray about it. I have people telling me, what you praying about? I'm praying for success. What is success? Oh, no, you got to be definite. You ain't read Think and Grow Rich? Be definite. Give a date to it if you want to reach these goals. But let's get to it. Why does the enemy, devil, keep our people illiterate? Now, the Muslim Muhammad gave this answer in 1930, February the 20th. Answer: so that he can use them for a tool and also a slave. He keeps them blind to themselves so that he can master them. Ooh. See, if you blind to yourself, if you know who you are, you're the original supreme being, you the God of your own circumstance, of your own reality, there's no way you'll let somebody dictate your life for this. No way. If you caught up in that, when you come to the knowledge of yourself, you immediately start finding a way how to get out of that. I got to do something. I got to start a business. I got to do something. I got to learn how to make some money. I got to learn how my money to make. I got to become an investor. I got to do this. I got to do this. So you ain't care about no risk. Because why? I got to be free. I'm God. Everybody tell me I can't answer my damn phone when I got to come to work. What the damn well? Then what? I'm the supreme being of me. I can shape my reality. My family reality is based on me. Whether you single parent, don't matter. Your family reality, where your children raised up, what they learn, what they do, how they advance in the world is based on you. But hold on. My wife getting tired. Let's wrap this up. Then he also says that illiterate means ignorant. Why does the devil keep out that? That's lesson number one. Now, hold on. It don't stop there. That's just getting us started. And lesson number two, he goes even deeper. Okay. Now, I ain't going to read all that. But in lesson number two, he said, now we're going to go to 10. I got to read all this. So he said that, oh, no, we got to go to 9. This is lesson number 2. We got 1, 2. We got a whole book of this stuff, right? That y'all tell you. Now, it's supreme wisdom lessons. So the understanding and the power is not here, but it's in lectures from the minister, from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, books by the Most Honorable Muhammad, is to giving you the understanding to how to look at this better. Because you can quote it, you can be a quotologist all you want. It ain't gonna give you no power. You ain't gonna have supreme wisdom, and you can't say you understand any of this if your lifestyle don't reflect anything supreme. Your lifestyle got to reflect that, period. All right, but hold on, let's go. This business is warfare now. Don't get in your body. Don't get in your body. Don't get upset. All right? Don't get upset. This is not at you. This is that false reality of how you thinking. This ain't at you as a person. Okay? So don't get upset. I didn't write this. Okay? And this is number 9. Let's start here. Why does the devil, enemy, United States government, international bankers, synagogue of Satan, why does the devil teach the 85% that a mystery God brings all of that? Okay, all of that he's talking about what makes rain, hail, snow, and earthquakes. But I ain't going to read all of that. Answer. Now, I want y'all to understand that the Most High Muhammad is giving this answer. I want y'all to hear the wisdom that this man got now. The answer to that question. To conceal the true God, which is the Son of Man, and make slaves out of the 85% by keeping them worshiping something he knows they cannot see, invincible. And he lives and make himself rich, make himself rich from their labor. Wow. The 85% knows that it rains, hails, and snows. Also hears it thunder above his head, but they do not try to learn who is it that causes all of this to happen by letting the 5% teach them. He believes in the 10% on face value. He believes in 10%. See, y'all believe in the banks. We telling you crypto decentralized. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't trust it. But you trust this. See, you believe in them on face value. You don't know nothing about this. Because everybody we ask, how your bank make money? Did you question your bank like this before you put your money in their bank? Before you gave them your information, your name, your social security number? No. Did you get them? Did you ask them, hey, how y'all make money? Eh? How y'all been in this long? I heard these people over here say they lost their money in the bank. I heard these people was charged overdraft fees. I heard these people cars was repossessed. Home was foreclosed on. I heard they took that from you, Wells Fargo. Explain to me how that ain't true and why I should be banking with you. You don't do that. No. Because you believe the enemy on face value. Because you've been taught and trained to since you was a baby. Then your mother breast milk. You feel me? All right. It goes on. Who is that mystery God? Because that's you believing in mystery God. Believing in this is like believing in the mystery God. Having faith in this is believing in mystery God. Why? Because it's a note. It's a piece of paper. They tell you that. But if you believe in, but brother, you got it in. I'm using it the proper way as a tool. It's a medium of exchange, so we can use it to get the real stuff. We can use it to get stuff now. For now, we can. All right. However, I no longer give up my time working for another man, white or black, to get paid this. If you do that, cool. When are you gonna make your exodus, make your still away plan, and get the hell off the job and be an entrepreneur? And don't tell me everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Why we can't? If you had a cleaner, I had to get my clothes and put in the cleaners. Obviously, you can see, right? I ain't throwing this in the washer, right? So I need cleaners, right? You need a way to grow your money. You need a business that you can start for the low without any skills, without any qualification, without any background check. You need that. We offer that. You need a financial education. We offer that. So boom, that's how we can do that. We got a brother, sister over here, got a grocery store. We gotta eat, right? We go over there to the grocery store. They need the cleaners. They need the bank, right? You see how that'll go around, right? We buy cars. We wear clothes. We got the brother and sister over there got the clothes, right? We like literature. We got the brother got the bookstore, right? Y'all follow that? Yes, sir. So the money will circulate. This is what all the other communities do. And who they hire? Well, each family pretty much hire their young. But they're not really hiring their young. They're grooming their young to take over and run the business forever. They want to keep it going. So we're going to train you from 6 and 7 years old how to run this. So anything ever happened to us, you would take over. And then as you grow up and get a better understanding and you do it, and you've been doing it since you were that age, what do you start doing? You teach your children the same thing and teach their children, they teach their children, and it will stay in the family. It won't never go nowhere. You don't believe me? Well, who you think started Gucci? The man that started Gucci, he dead. Versace is still here though, right? Still here, right? Who owns it? Me and you don't own it. Who owns the Lakers? We love basketball. We love football, right? What Jerry Buss at? Did Jerry Buss even start the Lakers or did he buy from somebody else? What Jerry Buss at though? He did. Well, who run the Lakers now? His son and his daughter, both of them. Still in the family. The Raiders, they Las Vegas Raiders now. But Mike Davis started that. Al Davis, my bad. But who running it now? Mike Davis. Who is Mike Davis? Al Davis' son. See, we ain't understanding the signs of business. You feel what I'm saying? Because we spending all our time chasing this. That's why it's a famous quote, I think, from Rockefeller that say a man that's too busy has no time to make money. That Rockefeller said that. Rockefeller. You know how rich he was. He shaped the whole education system. Okay. So he goes on to say, there's no mystery God. The Son of Man has searched for that mystery God for trillions of years and was unable to find a mystery God. So they have agreed that the only God is the Son of Man. That's the original man. So they lose no time searching for that which does not exist. Then the next question, will you sit at home and wait for that mystery God to bring you food? Emphatically, no. Exclamation point. Me and my people who have been lost from home for 379 years have tried this so-called mystery God for bread, clothing, and a home. And we received nothing but hard times, hunger, naked, and out of doors. Also was beat and killed by the ones who advocated that kind of God. And no relief came to us until the Son of Man came to our aid by the name of Master Fard Muhammad. Oh, but it don't stop there. It gets even better. Tell us why. Oh, this is it here. This is it. Tell us why the devil, enemy, government of the United States, public school system, Zionists, Jews, synagogue of Satan, international bankers, just call their name. I'm going to give you a face to them. So you want to say, who's the devil? Right. The devil is a spirit. No, the hell they ain't. No. And this ain't talking about just white people. It's talking about these systems. Right? Because he said devil. And the devil is anything grafted from original. And the devil is anything that does unrighteousness, but his righteousness is not confined to himself. Meaning what? If I was unrighteous man and I smoke weed, knowing I'm supposed to smoke weed, my wife don't, and I'm trying to get her to smoke weed. See, that makes me a devil because I'm trying to put my vices and my sin on her. They say that they ain't gonna do nothing. Just here trying to convince her to do it, and that's how most people start smoking and drinking. Peer pressure. That's we gave it a nice name, peer pressure. But it's really this is the devil. That's devilish, man. Why? Because you're trying to get me to do wrong. You encouraging me to do wrong. You're a devil. So they ain't got nothing to do with color with that. All right, that's the point. Okay. Tell us why the devil, enemy, does not teach that. Answer. Remember the most unreliable, the most mistaken man that y'all have ever heard of, that we have ever seen, ever heard of, anything about. Most unreliable, right? The most controversial man, right? Then he produced the man, a student after him who just taking that whole mountain all over again. Some of y'all like Farrakhan, some of you dislike him, some of you dislike him and like him at the same time. And you ain't know why you don't like. Why you don't like Farrakhan? Well, you know, I don't like what you say about white people, but you black. You don't like what another black man say about white. Did the white people come out and say he lying? Have they ever came out and said Farrakhan lying, y'all? We ain't no devil. We don't do this. We don't control this. We don't rule this. Have they ever said that? No. They say he's a bigot. He anti-phobic. He anti-Semitic. He homophobic. This is what they say. They don't address what he has said because what he has said is based on truth. Listen. If you see, because they can't call him a liar. I want y'all to understand. I got to give y'all this science right now. I'm gonna get back to this in a minute, but I got to give y'all this science on about the warfare going on with the nation, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Jews. The minister has outright called them liars. Outright called them liars. Right? They have never said the minister was lying about anything. We're talking about millions of words. Millions of words. The minister got more lectures, more teaching than anybody else on the planet. millions of videos, millions of lectures, millions of speeches, or however you want to call it, right? Millions of words. They have never said he was lying about anything. But see, we in love with them because he give us nothing. So we take what they say on face value, so we don't really even investigate it. Why he anti-Semitic? Do y'all really control the football, the entertainment? Did y'all really start making the homosexuals? Do y'all run Hollywood? Did y'all do this? We don't really investigate where it come from. We just, since I want to be with white people, I want to stay with white people. I don't want to be into that because see, we was put under that there. But who we was put under slavery by who? By who? We talking reparations and still can't get none. But they gave the Indians a form of reparation. They gave the Japanese a form of reparation. They ain't gave us a damn dime. And our tax money pay reparation to the Israelis right now. And you ain't bucking that. Where you think your tax dollars going? You know they sending $3 to $5 billion to Israel right now. They've been doing this since 1948. And Israel ain't did nothing for America. Damn sure ain't did nothing for us. So why is my tax dollar going over there? Boy, they might take this video down, boy. Because we're going to crack your brain tonight. We're going to crack your brain tonight. You're going to start to think. Because why? We're in 2-minute warning. We ain't got a lot of time. If you're going to get saved, it's now. It ain't later.
That's right.
It's now. All right? But listen. So they have never did that. And the reason they have never called a minister a lie, family, if you say something about me, if I say something about you, and I have to prove it. Right? Like, see, listen, me and my wife, we go through stuff and we say, well, I say, well, baby, I said that to you a couple days ago. No, you didn't. This hurt. No, you didn't. I knew that. No, you didn't. You didn't say that. I said, baby, I said I was there when I said it. No, you didn't. You left it out. This and the third like that. So now we going back and forth because she said I didn't, but we ain't, you know what I'm saying? So it's a proven thing. You feel what I'm saying? She can say I did. She can say I did. Okay. What the point is that if I call you a liar, if I was to tell her, say she was lying about something, her argument is going to make me prove that she didn't say that. They'll prove that that's the point. So if they call the minister a liar about anything he has said, and he say, okay, I'm saying the truth. Prove that I'm lying. Prove it. They can't prove it because he ain't lying. Right. So they never call a person a liar. Think about it. You will have people right now in the hood. Some of y'all do this right now. Some of y'all mess as hell, and y'all know y'all be lying and gossiping on folks or stretching the truth. And then when somebody was there, man, I was, you know what I'm saying, nigga hit me, man. You know, I flipped that nigga like that. But it was your homeboy was there with you. He was like, what? Nigga, you lying. That ain't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? That nigga whooped you. I had to pull him off you. You feel me? If I wasn't there, he probably beat you to death. You feel me? I had to jump in it. I had to save you. You feel what I'm saying? Then you be like, come on, man. You behind the door. God damn, trying to shine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But you don't show me up like that. But listen, man. So that's what I'm saying. So if they call the minister a liar about anything, and he say, prove it, this in the public, they got to prove it. He didn't call them liars. He ain't just say they lied about this or that. That don't make you a liar because you might have messed up on the truth or seen it your way and it wasn't always accurate or you left something out. That don't make you a liar. That ain't something that you just constantly do. You just might lie about that particular situation, right? But he has called them liars, meaning that's all they do. This is what they do for a profession. They lie. You feel what I'm saying? And they have never challenged anything that he has said. Because they can't prove that he telling a lie. So they can't call him that. So what they do to us, because they know they have trained us to think, so they know, just say he anti-Semitic. Just say he a bigot. Say he don't like these people over here. Say he don't like white folk. Say he don't like these folks over here. Say they don't like Jesus. That's a hell of a thing, boy. I ain't never met a person ain't never read the Quran a day in their life, but so quick to tell a Muslim what they believe in. Now, how the hell? Oh, brother, y'all do this. Well, I was growing up in the church. We are versed in the Bible, along with the Quran. So we can tell you what you believe, because we study it. But you don't study it, you never read the Quran. You can't tell us what we believe in. You ain't read the book. You feel me? And if you read the book, we know for damn well you don't understand it. We know that for a fact. Right? But anyway, back to the Supreme Wisdom Lessons. I let her go. She tired. It's all on screen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, family.
Yeah.
It's been
You know what I'm saying? So, family, listen, family. Now you say, tell us why the devil does not teach that. The Mullah Muhammad gave simple answer. Because he desires to make slaves out of all he can so that he can rob them and live in luxury. Hold on. We talking about the mystery God. Why doesn't the enemy teach us? See, this is a mystery. What's behind the dollar? Nothing. Y'all seen the Wizard of Oz, right? Remember the man causing the weather, doing all of that? That was a showing. They was telling us what's really going on, but it's really backed on this. So you seen when Dorothy didn't follow the yellow brick road and they got to where they thought was a witch and all of that. They thought to the one that had the power, and it was just a little man behind the curtain on the machine. He had no power for real, other than deception. He was a master deceiver, right? And you're a Christian. You're a Hebrew, your book saying Revelation that Satan deceives the whole world, but you think you know him. You can see him. You ain't in the world. You right? And you think you can see Jesus. She ain't never seen Jesus. Why? Because you still a nigga, still a Negro. You still do what you do. We have people all the time smoking. Hey man, I believe in Jesus. I don't believe in that, y'all. Well, why Jesus can't get you to put the damn cigarette down? Jesus, so that your Jesus can't save you from cancer. Just that. Just some simple stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But anyway, because he don't teach this, the true reality of God in himself, because if he teach the reality of God, it'll expose him, because you'll know everything comes from a man. So he can't teach the reality of God, which would really be the reality of yourself. He can't teach that. Tell us why the devil does not teach that. Because he desires to make slaves out of all he can so that he can rob them and live in luxury. So he want to live in luxury, and most of them are living in luxury, and we living in poverty. We got to take loans out to try to live in luxury. Then they got parameters set to try to box us out of that. They don't really want no young people living like that. They don't want you to experience that at an early age. Why? Well, when you know you experience that at an early age, they know you'll never work. Because you're going to experience that at an early age. Either your family was wealthy and they bought this stuff for you and had this luxury for you. You feel what I'm saying? Or they left you an inheritance or whatever. Right? They know that's somebody, unless you just messed up, blow it. But they knowing that even if you blow it, you're going to be looking for an opportunity, because they know your parents pretty much showed you that, look, working a 9-to-5 job, man, if I'm using my credit just to go and get the latest car, the newest car, or to get a nice home for us, then at any given time, I can lose it, because I can lose my job at any given time. So I can lose the home, I can lose the car. But if we get it based on riches, see, a person that hasn't got rich before and lose it, they can get rich again. They just need an opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because they're going to learn something from that fall, from that crash, from that. But they have things and they're like, oh, I got to get it back. I can't live like this. So I got to do what I got to do. I'm looking for an opportunity. I'm looking for a way to make money. I know it ain't a job. Now, that don't mean a man won't go and get a job to make sure his family is taken care of. But while he doing that, his eyes is wide open. He looking. He had the next network marketing event. He had InvestFest. He had this event over here. But they talking about money. He there. Person asking you want to make some money there, he's looking at it, thorough looking at it. He ain't coming with all the trick. Yeah, I'm going. I'm in. What you got? You feel what I'm saying? But folks come to us all the time. Hey, man. Shit, man. I don't know, man. It sounds too good to be true. We can show it. We can pop the hood. We can show the receipts. We show the lifestyle. And people still ask us that. Then you know we Muslims. You know we can't willingly bring you a knowing scam where you just don't know. No, you just don't know. That's why you kids still working. You don't know, but you're not humble enough to say, man, just teach me, man. I'm willing to just run the play, man. I cannot live like this. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the 2-minute warning, but we still acting like we got the full game left. Y'all acting like it's the first quarter. But we at the 2-minute warning. This how y'all moving. This how y'all thinking is. See, you ain't moving fast. So you ain't thinking quick. Think quick and quick thinking, fast moving. So you ain't thinking fast. I mean thinking quick. Quick meaning speed, quick. What's up? I'm looking for something. What y'all got? Man, we over here growing money like that. Yeah, show it to me. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa. How much I get started? How much money you want to double? How much of your money do you want to double starting off? That's your question. So you can start at any point, but ask yourself, if you sitting on 20,000, do you want half of that to double? Do you just want 1,000 of that to double? Well, how much of that do you want to double? That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? Because we supposed to be doing what? We supposed to look at the reward, and if the reward outweighs the risk, we supposed to run the play. What's the risk of me putting up $10,000? Well, the risk is that 10,000 being 40, 50,000 in the next couple of years without you doing anything. So what's the risk? The risk is you keeping the 10,000 and go and buy some land that you can't develop. Go to InvestFest and you just got a clothing line you trying to get off the ground. I mean, how many people you know got rich off clothing line? Everybody selling clothes. Why do I need your clothes? See, we got to advance with the time. Yes. We ain't advancing with the time. We thinking, you feel me? So why am I going here? I'm going to connect. Why are you going to connect? Do you got a product that you need to be? See, I'm at InvestFest. I'm trying to prospect P. Diddy. He got the money. Steve Harvey. They got the money. I'm trying to earn your leisure. They got the connections. I'm trying to prospect them. See? You trying to meet somebody else that trying to get their business off the ground. See them? They're going to feel like, oh, I got too much money. See, we meet people all the time. I got my money tied up in this business. Your money tied up in the business. What's up with the cash flow? How long your money going to be tied up in that business? Till some money free up. Because if that money tied up, that's what that means, right? Tied up. It ain't moving. Right? Because if it was moving, either to be moving away from you or towards you. If it was moving, if it was producing children, producing babies, producing more money. Y'all follow what we're saying? I hope we're being clear here. You feel me? So it ain't a knock to what you're doing. You just ain't in modern form. See, I made a flyer the other day saying how to get rich in modern time. Was it get rich or get? How was it? How to make money, how to grow money. The modern way to grow money. That's what it said. The modern way to grow money. The updated, the advanced way. This millennium way to grow money is over the blockchain, baby. And we just happen to have the best blockchain business. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Might be some other stuff come down the line that ain't here now. We don't have any competition now other than you don't know nothing about cryptocurrency. You don't know the difference between crypto and the blockchain. And you don't know that crypto is called cryptocurrency. What's the dollar called? Fiat currency. What does crypto operate on? That currency over the blockchain. What does the dollar operate on? Over the Federal Reserve, SWIFT system. Two different systems. Currencies flowing, gotta flow. See, they gotta flow. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's currency. We got lights on. That means current is flowing through those conductors. Right? My father electrician, so I know a little something about it. So it means current is live current flowing through those conductors. If it wasn't no current flowing, that means either the conductor dead, wore out, or somewhere is a breach in the connection. So if your money is not flowing back to you, more money, then it's somewhere it's stopping. Something stopping it. It ain't current. So you're not using it as current because you don't know the difference between money and currency. It's a teacher. You think this money, so you try to hold on to it. But this is currency. You got to make it move. You got to make it flow. What Robert Kiyosaki made famous, cash flow. And he made famous cash flow, what is it? Quadrant. He made that famous. All right. But this has to flow back to you. You can't hold it. It doesn't hold value. It doesn't hold purchasing power. Well, brother, why you hold that? I mean, I got more digital cash than I had this. But everything that's digital, best believe, is there to be spent. Or to be re-put back to grow. We're just growing and saving money. That's all we're talking about, family. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about nothing. We're just telling you, you moving too slow. So what's going to happen when you move too slow? Well, you move too fast, I might lose it. Well, you're losing anyway. If you do lose, at least you will learn something. You should learn something from a loss, right? You should learn something from a loss. This is what you should learn. Go ahead, baby, and pick this up while I look at these comments.
There's something for me to say. You over here teaching. This is wonderful. I just the only thought that I have is just I pray that our listening audience has been taking notes tonight because class is definitely in session. Class is definitely in session. This has been the 2-minute warning, y'all.
Family, this is what we're saying. It's the 2-minute warning, family. This is not time for you to question us. You ain't see, listen, you trying to put us through trial. We not on trial. Why? For one reason, we came to you with an opportunity. You didn't come to us. I had to tell this to my cousin in LA. Oh man, I don't know. I said, cuz, look, we ain't seen each other in like 30 years. Like I was a little baby. That time we seen each other physically, right? Because you stay waiting on the West Coast or whatnot, right? I said, I came out here to bring y'all this opportunity. You ain't called me and tried to find me and bring me nothing. So you gonna question and try to nitpick and try to tear down what I brought you? And when I brought you, I brought the whole family and said, let's go out to eat. I paid for everybody's food. You didn't say, well, brother, I'm gonna take you out to eat since you're down. You ain't offer nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So you gonna try to take down or knock what I'm bringing? See, that's the problem. We too individual. We think too individual. Because we have people all the time, well, I don't want to do network marketing. What business ain't network marketing? What business ain't an MLM? Most of us don't even know what network marketing is. Everything is network marketing. Everything. Let me give y'all an example. Okay, we still talking about Invest Fest. 20,000 people showed up in Atlanta for Invest Fest. How did 20,000 people find out about it? I want y'all to answer that question. How did 20,000 people find out about Invest Fest? So if 20,000 people showed up, how many people actually knew that it was happening? If 20,000 people showed up, I want y'all to just think about this. This is network marketing. Word of mouth. Earn Your Leisure made a flyer. 19 Keys posted it. Some of y'all follow 19 Keys. Got it on 19 Keys page. You reposted it. Some of y'all got it from Earn Your Leisure. Reposted it. They got an Invest Fest Instagram. You got there, those videos, and you posted it everywhere. They ain't give you one red penny. So you did network marketing. You just didn't get paid. Some of us like this now. Like we have brothers right now that do a lot of stuff, and people I just be seeing, they just share this stuff. But you ain't getting paid for sharing this stuff. They got 400,000-500,000 followers, 1 million followers. You got 100, 1,000, but you got your own audience. So you got people that's not seeing or following this, and they start following. How do people grow their audience like that, especially if they did it organically? How do they get to 400,000-500,000 followers? How do they get to 1 million followers? Well, somebody had to be sharing their stuff. Unless they paid those folks that say that they can grow your following. So they ain't do that organically, them false numbers. But the ones that did it organically, family, how did they get that many followers without somebody marketing their content? That's network marketing. You just don't get paid for it. So you can be a pro bono. You can continue to say, I don't do network marketing. Okay. You do it. You have made money from Mark Zuckerberg. Why? Well, everybody you send a friend request, everybody you say connect with me on Facebook. Everybody you do that, you are connecting them to Facebook. You are connecting their broader scope of Facebook. You might run into people that don't have a Facebook, and then when you say, hey, connect with me on Facebook, they're like, man, they ain't got a Facebook. He might go home and think about it and make a Facebook account. Network marketing. You connected them to something that they didn't know about. Million Man, Nation of Islam, Million Man March. Did Minister Farrakhan invite nearly 2 million black men to come to Washington, D.C. October the 16th, 1995? No. He invited and talked to a few thousand people. Those few thousand spread it out. So if 2 million, nearly 2 million showed up on the mall in Washington in 1995, how many people knew about it? Damn, so it probably had to be 10 to 20 million people knew about it or more, right? If 2 million showed up. But did the Minister Farrakhan actually talk him? Did he actually talk to 2 million brothers? No. You know he didn't. He talked to a few thousand who went and talked to some, who talked to some, and 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 talked to some. So when it came out, 2 million people showed up. Network marketing. That's one of the greatest examples of the word of mouth than anything. So that was a time in history that has never happened. We want to go deeper. Y'all want to go deeper. How did the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad meet Master Fard Muhammad? Well, he was Elijah Poole at that time. How did Elijah Poole meet Master Fard Muhammad? How did he meet him? Did Master Fard Muhammad himself invite Elijah Poole to the temple, to the meeting location in 1931 September? No. Clara Poole, may Allah be pleased with her, she heard it from somebody else. She went to a meeting Master Fard Muhammad was teaching. She went back and told her husband, Elijah Poole, who went and listened to the man and said, I know who you are. Huh? I know who you are. How did Master Fard Muhammad start building the nation? Well, we're taught that he came as a salesman, knocking on doors, selling fine silk from the East. He was selling stuff. He didn't meet these people while he was working at the steel plant, while he was working for the bankers, while he was working at the post office. They ain't teach us that. That ain't happened, right? This is how he taught network marketing. He told this person who went and told this person who went and told this person. And before he left Detroit alone, he gave out 25,000, holy names. 25,000 holy names in one city. Did he personally bring them all to the temple? No. The minister rebuilt the nation with only just him and Brother Jabril. But the nation, thousands of people in the nation now that come through that work that they did started in 1977. But they didn't invite all of us. How did I know about the nation? I'm going to tell y'all how I get in the nation on this trip. I don't want to tell y'all this because it's all about word of mouth, man. Network marketing. It's just some get paid for, some don't. You just pro bono. You don't get paid for your word of mouth marketing. You just pro bono. You're an amateur. We call that an amateur networker. I'm a professional networker. Why? Because I get paid for my referrals. I get paid. Yeah, you refer people to the nation. I get paid because I'm the top distributor of the final call in this area. Where I'm at, I'm the top distributor. So I get paid to invite people to Islam. Ain't y'all missing the whole point, man. This is serious, man. Everything is network marketing, man. Everything is an MLM. Everything. Any business you think of, the word got out by MLMs, by somebody word of mouth marketing it, man. This is what this is. Right? Let me give you an example. How did I come to the nation this time in 2012? Family, I'm in the federal prison system down here in Florida. I'm in the feds. I'm in the USP. This is a high level. Anybody know about the Fed? USP, United States Penitentiary, is the high level max security yard. All right? I'm a GD, gangster disciple. I have been a gangster disciple since I was 11 years old, 12 years old, right? I'm rocking with the GDs, as we call them. We had an incident with the vice lords, but it wasn't but a few vice lords. It wasn't like that, all right? So I'm just going to tell y'all the incident. This is what happened on the yard. It's down in Florida, Coleman, Florida. We had an incident where the one who run the shot caller for the GDs, he want to run this vice lord off the yard. But the vice lords are like 2, 3 of them. He want to run him off the yard. But he want us to do it, and it really ain't our business, right? I was the COS, which is chief of security, but the brother that I was under had to work with. I didn't want to be that, so I gave up the position. I gave it up, which was a bad move on my part, right? Because I really was running the yard for the security and stuff, right? And enforcing law and stuff, right? GD is an organization. So I gave it up. Bad move on my part. So when they called a hit, they give it to another brother out of Seattle, Washington. Brother named Heathcliff. They gave it to him. So when they got called, when we want to do the hit on the vice lord, Heathcliff picked me to be one of the brothers to do the hit. Now they want the brother beat up, stabbed up, and everything. I don't want we just tell him to leave the yard. You know what I'm saying? No, they want us to get him off the yard, literally. So me, Big Head D out of Gary, Indiana, LA, out of Chicago, Illinois. I'm telling you the whole play. I'm telling you the characters and everything. They still in there. Big Head D had 50 years. Cold-blooded nut. He the one I didn't want to work with. All right. So they sent us. I come out the chow hall. They out there waiting on him. I don't even know it's about to go down. They like, hey, man, go get him. Now, it worked like this. If I don't follow the order, they going to get me. So I'm in the hard place. What I'm going to do? Fight? If I ain't going to do it, I might as well go ahead and swing on one of them right now. Because if it go down and I don't do it, they're going to run me off the yard. I got to have to deal with them on the physical tip. So, boom. We see the brother. The brother take out running. We run him down. So me in LA, I don't have a knife. Big Head D got a knife. LA got a knife. I don't know this. I'm just thinking we gonna jump on him. There ain't no real bad foul. You just jump on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But if you stab somebody, you stand a chance to get a case. You feel what I'm saying? So we jump on the brother, whatever like that, right? Big Head D pull out an ice pick and he's stabbing the man in the head. We under a gun towel. They drop the bomb off the gun towel. Boom. This everybody knows something going on now. They got the AR-15 on us. They ain't shooting though. We sitting there jumping on now the police coming. Everybody watching. So Once the bomb go off, I'm learning what's going on. And then when I see them getting stabbed, I'm like, hey, my street mentality kicked in. Hey, I got to get away with this. I'm telling y'all how I got to the nation. That's what I'm just trying to tell y'all how I got to the nation on this trip, right? This is 2012, the summer of 2012. All right. Bam. They dropped the bomb. Well, it's spring of 2012, late spring, like in May. So they dropped the bomb. I'm like, damn, the police coming. They stabbed. I'm like, man, because I only got like 10 years. And I done been down at this time like 5 years. So I don't got a lot of time. So I'm like, I don't want to get caught up in no stabbing. I can get another 15 years. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about myself, right? So I'm like, well, yeah, I got to get away with this. So boom, when they drop the bomb, I know the police coming. I slide off and blend in with the crowd because the yard open. So I blend in with everybody else. Now, unless somebody tell on me right there on the spot, it's the only way they're going to get me. LA do the same thing. They get Big Head D. They get the Vice Lord. We stab. Or they stab. Right? Boom. I'm not in the record as being a GD. Or being anybody with any power and influence. When they hear the GDs and then when the gun tower say it was 2 more. Now, they got cameras. So we thinking they're going to come get us. But the cameras on the yard don't work. It was all an illusion. They don't even work. Right? So we thinking they're going to come get us. And they start snatching up all the GDs that they know. They were snatching up GDs that wasn't even on count with us. They weren't even active with us. They just had it in their jacket. They were snatching them up. Snatching them up. They snatched up our IC. They snatched up the assistant. They snatched up this brother. They snatched up the one who actually called the hit. Now we left out there. Me, LA, we left out there. Big Head D, he gone. The brother got stabbed, he gone. Right? He ain't tell. He was out of Tennessee. He ain't tell. All right, so now we out there, boom. So boom. Now they didn't got them, so it's me, a little white boy named Hard Rock, was out of Florida too. I'll never forget Hard Rock. So it's me. So now he Clips, who is the chief of security, he ain't really got no backing, so he kind of timid. But I don't know that they got an issue with me, right? Because the brother out of Illinois who called a hit, he wanted us to get caught. He literally wanted us to get caught. So it won't be no backlash to them. All right. So boom. But I don't know they got no animosity with me. They sent out this. They sent out a kite, as we call it. So 2 weeks go by. The brother out of Illinois is named Dan. He called a hit. Right? Dan called a hit. Dan say, what did he say? He say, let me put that up. He say, he get out in 2 weeks. Dan was the assistant IC. Sleepy out of Mississippi was the IC. He was kind of older. Sleepy was my man. Sleepy was kind of old out of Mississippi. Sleepy was over the yard. He over everybody. Okay. They both get out on the same day. And it was a BG. A BG is a black gangster. They call New Breed. If you know anything about the gangs out of Chicago, a BG is something that originated in Chicago called New Breed, right? So we had a New Breed. We was out by the commissary or something. I see BG, I see Breed, and I run up on like, what's going on, folk? What happened? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? He say, oh, the Sleepy gonna get out tomorrow. He say, Dan out now. I said, what? No, it was no. Let me take that back. Let me go back. It wasn't Breed that I saw first. It was a black P-Stone. It was a black P-Stone Ranger. I saw him. He was back for something else. He wasn't back there about that. But I saw him. I said, what going on? What going on? You know what I'm saying? Stone, what's happening? We greet each other, whatever like that. He say, man, Dan out. I said, Dan out. He said, yeah. He said, Sleepy gonna get out. They gonna let Sleepy out tomorrow. So I say, cool. When I come out of the laundry commissary area, I turn on the yard, I see Dan, and I see Breed talking. Now, when Dan see me, he don't want no conversation. Because they got an issue with me getting away. All right. So the next morning, remember, I was the chief of security. So I was over the security. So when breakfast comes, it's still dark outside. We in the feds, you eat breakfast like 5:30 in the morning, 6 in the morning, still dark. Right? I would always come outside and I would walk around the yard to see what's going on because something could happen. But you would see, they would come out and they would be huddled up, somewhat hid, because can't nobody see them. They, something to happen. So I would do a security check every morning. So I still did this. I come out this morning. Remember, they let this guy out yesterday. Now all of the GDs that's left out here, they huddled up on what we call a pavilion on the rec yard. But I wasn't invited. So who the hell are they talking about? I come out the damn streets. I know what they talking about. I survived hits, murder plots. I survived all type of stuff in the streets. So I ain't crazy. I know who the hell they talking about. They talking about me. So when Dan see me, he like, come on around, folks. Come on. So he comes like, brother, you got it where you weren't supposed to do that. I'm just giving the story. So while they was back there for that, this what got me involved in the nation in 2012. Before all of this happened, the brother that trained me named Brother Macdi. His attribute is Macdi. He was given that. He born and raised in Washington, D.C. His father was a FOI. His mother was an MGT. He went to MUI, all of that, right? He got caught up in the RICO case, but Brother Macdi come to this yard from Pennsylvania. They kicked him out of like 3 yards about the teaching. They kicked him out. This is Brother Macdi, right? This is the brother who trained me. All right. And Brother Macdi come on the yard, Big Head GD out of Gary, Indiana. He know him from another yard. He just, he gave him a real, he was glad to see him. I'm like, damn, this brother, who is this brother? This is what I'm saying about Brother Macdi. Like, who is this brother to make this brother, this nut act like this? You know what I'm saying? So boom. That go on. So Macdi on the yard now. So the nation is getting more buzz now. You had brothers there, but they wasn't Brother Macdi. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't Brother Macdi, right? I'm telling you, this is you on the yard with him, you know him for the teachings now, righteousness. Now, this is what he pushing, right? Against the administration. He pushing hard, right? So Brother Macdi, he on the yard now. He come like March. This event going on. This started happening like with us and the GDs, the fallout. This happened in like May, the end of May. All right, going into the summer. So why Dan and them locked up by the stabbing, a little vice lord out of Jackson, Tennessee. I can't remember his name. I remember his face. I can't come up with his name right now. But we out on the yard. Another brother out of Memphis, a GD out of Memphis named Trigger Man. We come out the chow hall. When you come out the chow hall on this yard, you go to the rec yard. You out on the rec yard, basketball court, handball courts, volleyball court, all that type of stuff like that. All right. The gym, well, it wasn't no gym on this yard, but it was an inside chapel and all of that. So this is a Friday now. This is a Friday. I can't remember his name, but he was like, man, what's up, bro? What you about to do? I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm like, what y'all finna do? They said, man, we finna go to Juma. I said, Juma? They said, yeah, man, we finna go to Juma, man. Brother be down there teaching hard. They talking about Brother Macdi. So I go. My Friday going. When we would come in the chapel, we would always be early before really Juma started. And Brother Macdi would have the minister playing. I go in there, I sit down, the minister playing, and I'm trained. I already know about the minister at this time. I ain't like I'm new to this, right? I know about it, but I'm in a trance. He literally put me in a trance while I'm locked in on him. And then Macdi our Juma is different from the Orthodox world in prison because we can only meet at these certain days. So our Juma is more like our Sunday lectures. You feel what I'm saying? That's what our Juma service is. We open up in prayer. Somebody gonna teach the lessons. Teach, the teachers. So boom. That's how our Juma service is. Now the Orthodox, they over there just praying. We ain't never there did them. We in the Nation of Islam service. So we get in there. We might be in there 30, 40 minutes before the time start, and we listening to the minister. And, he got me. I'm paralyzed. I can't move. And then Brother Macdi, whatever the minister teaching on, this pretty much what his subject gonna be on. You know what I'm saying? Then if we want to stay back, then boom, he will finish the lecture that was playing or whatever like that after him. So now I'm in there like, damn, man, I need to be in the nation. I ain't thinking about getting away from the GD because what happened was after all of that animosity happened, Dan came, he got the yard. The sleepy stepped down, he got the yard, and Dan said, like, hey, listen, he asked us one day, we came out to breakfast. We used to meet up every morning, came out to breakfast. He said, anybody want to walk away? Right now, no strings attached. If you owe the PO box, just pay it off. No strings attached right now. If you want to walk away and don't want to go forward with us, now is your chance. When LA come out from Chicago, he was rocking with the Sooners. Soon as he did it, it ain't like it was a thought to him. I'm out. Peace, folk. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace. I'm out. He was it to him. He's Sooner now. Right? Me, it was a little more difficult for me to make that decision. Because I had been GD pretty much all my life. It was attached to me. It was some of me trying to hold me down. And I ain't want that image or reputation, doing it. But I did it. I made the best decision. It took me a minute, about 10 minutes to make the decision. I made the decision. So once I had went to the teacher that time, I would go like every other week or whatever like that. Now it was like, man. Now, instead of me just going as a supporter to the nation, this is where I need to be. And it changed my life. It's one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. It is the best decision I made in my life. Because I made the decision for me. You feel what I'm saying? I made the decision for me. And it saved me. It wasn't easy. Because I stayed on that yard for another 2 years. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't easy. You know what I'm saying? But it was a journey. It was the start of something. Because now, before then, I had been exposed to the nation before. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have nobody that could actually groom me up. You know what I'm saying? Actually take me under their wing and actually bring me up through the ranks and look at and be a FOI. Try to be a FOI and understand that we mission-minded. We mission-minded. That's why I come straight out of prison. I hit the ground running. Yeah, I went and got a job or two. I'm trying to get on my feet, of course. But I never felt whole on the job. I felt like I needed to be in the community with the Final Call newspaper. And the job was keeping me away from that. You know what I'm saying? And I had got a night job before I quit the job in 2018. I had got a night job, and I used to have to miss FOI class. The minister came out and spoke to us one FOI night, and I missed it. That was the last straw. Yeah, that was it. I was like, the minister spoke in a private meeting, ain't even public, and I missed it because I'm at work. I said, oh no, I got to get off of this. You feel me? But I came out looking for an opportunity because I wanted to wear suits. I wanted to dress how I wanted to dress when I wanted to dress. I wanted to do what I wanted to do. But I wanted to get after the enemy. So when I was seeing these money opportunities, the way to get money, get gold, decentralize, do all the crypto, I seen it as an opportunity because we are at war. And it's the 2-minute warning. We've been in the 2-minute warning for a minute now. We really been in the 2-minute warning since the Million Man March, the first one. We've been in the 2-minute warning since 1995, baby. We in it now. This is the day of judgment now. We in it. We at the end of the end, right? So it's all about survival now. You feel me? How you going to survive? So we ain't got time to be moving slow because you're going to get left behind. You feel what I'm saying? We moving forward, backwards never. We ain't got time. We over here getting rich. In the time of our rise, don't you think we should be getting rich? Don't you think this is the time that a bunch of us pop up getting rich, quick, fast? Don't you think that? Don't you think we should be operating in a superior system with all the technology, all the information in the world? It just was a matter of time for somebody to make a system for the people. It just a matter of time. Right? Because remember, Allah never destroys a system without raising a superior system in its place. Because if he destroyed it, what that's going to do for us? Well, we ain't have an opportunity to get busy. We ain't have an opportunity to get some capital up. What would that would make him unjust, right? Unjust, right? That would make him unjust, right? He wouldn't be a just God. So he don't just destroy a system. He got to bring something superior to it. He got to bring us an opportunity, but we got to be wise enough to be able to see it for what it is, man. This is our opportunity to get ahead because the crash is coming. The final showdown is coming. And we in the 2-minute warning. We got to move fast. Remember, family, when the NFL team line up, it's 2 minutes left and they down, ain't no more huddles. They running a no huddle, man. Ain't no more huddles now, man. We ain't got time to meet and talk about something for 3-4 hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, and then come out of it, man. What's the plan of action? What we doing? We ain't got time. Hey, man, the minister got millions of lectures out here, man. We heard it. Man, what he's telling us, man. See, once you have that Joshua generation, once you hear him say what he said 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you get turned, this is why. See, he talking to you. And he talk about that too. He talk about how some of us was fashioned for the teachings. It wasn't our parents. He said that. He said that the Most High Muhammad was out of due season. He said it was going to be some that come from the younger generation that hear it. That he said this in the 80s. That we was going to hear the message of the Most High Muhammad and just stand up and just take off with it. We're going to ask no questions. The Messiah say go right, we go right. He say go left, we go left. He say stop, pause, we pause. You feel me? But as long as he's saying go, we go. We ain't got time to hold up and pontificate and debate this and question this and think about this and analyze this and see it this. No, man. We almost 500 years behind. Right? We really dealing 6,000 years behind, family. Been a long time since the black man was on top. How long that been? How long was the king over in Africa that they said it was the richest man? What that man name is? The brother supposed to had all the gold, all the wealth. What did the richest man they say ever walked the planet? What's his name? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody put it in the comments and says who I'm talking about. I can't think of his name right now. The one they say out of Africa that was supposed to be the wealthiest, Master Musa, right? How long was that, family? Been a long time since Kemet, family. How long was Kemet? Huh? Thank y'all, family. How long was Kemet? Ancient Egypt, the cradle of civilization. How long has that been? So it's been a long time since the black man been on top. So we ain't got no time to be slowing down. We ain't got no time to be debating with each other. We got to be coming together saying what we gonna do. You got something we can get biz on? No, what we do. Come on over here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We raising capital, man. We need capital to do everything like this. We raising capital. We got to move slow. We can't slow down. We can't pause. We can't think about this stuff. We got to move now. What? I missed the wealth transfer. You gonna let the white man stay on top? Because they born the rule. So they see any type of opportunity. If they get in it, they trying to run it. They trying to get all they can get out of it. Why? Because they see it for what it is. They know it's a short window that we operating in. But we too busy thinking about something scam. Oh, that's a scam. Scam how? What is a scam? You ain't realized that your 9-to-5 job is a scam? You ain't realized that you work for a scam? You ain't realized that taxes is the biggest scam ever? You ain't realized that's the pyramid scheme? That's the Ponzi scheme? Where that money going? You ain't realized that yet? Huh? Your parents work, they parents work, and you ain't got nothing. You still working. So somebody didn't have the knowledge, family. Knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power. So if you working, your parents work, they parents work, then none of y'all have the knowledge. That's all that means. No big deal. You the one. Because there's knowledge out here now. Do you know some of our ancestors who was back in the days would wish they could be here with this modern technology now? Do you know how what Harriet Tubman would do with this technology now? Do you know what some of the followers with the Most High Muhammad would do with the technology today that we have? If they was able to do all, what about the people from Black Wall Street? What would they do with this technology if they had it? What would they do? If they did that without it, what would they do? What would the people from the civil rights movement do if they had this technology? What would they do? Huh? What would Nat Turner do if he had this technology? What would he do? What would he be doing with it? Man, he will be utilizing it for the advancement of and the freeing of his people. All right? So it ain't one thing. It's one thing to just pump out information. That's cool. But we got to get money. So why not? So who gonna stand up and say we using the technology to get money? Cool, keep doing what you're doing with getting the information out there. But when we bring you the money opportunity, don't come at us talking about, man, we need land. Negro, we need everything. Name something we don't need. The hell we gonna do with some land that we ain't got the money to develop the damn land? We need capital first, man. We need business. We need flow, cash flow. We need assets. We need wealth, long-term generational wealth. We need systems. We need networks that work. Right? This is what we need. So don't come to us saying, well, we need this, we need that. No, we need everything. But the main thing we need is to separate our mentality from theirs. That's the number one thing. We got to separate our thinking from thinking that he is going to be here forever and rule forever. I wasn't born to be a slave. My God, Master Father Muhammad might don't be your God. My God, Master Father Muhammad, my Christ, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, my Messiah, the honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan, that might don't be yours. But I be damned if those three men I just named want me to be a slave to anybody. I be damned. They ain't in their teaching for me to be a slave to nobody, but to stand on truth, do righteousness. And when we see the enemy, we point them out and we get after them and we don't fear him at all. Period. That's what they teach. They taught me that I'm God. So I got to get money like God. I got to live like God. How God live, however he want to live. But involved in righteousness. We don't lie, we don't cheat, we don't steal. Right? We don't disrespect folks. But don't come at us with that. Because we ain't no damn punks. Right? Don't come at us with that. When I done made it through, most couldn't even make it through that. Most wouldn't be here now. I got plenty of homeboys that grew up in the hood with me right now. They can't even function out here. They can't even function. I was having homeboys get out since I got out. Some of them were staying out a year, going right back. They just did 20 years, 25 years. They go right back. Boom. Right? Had some of them do 10, little homies. They ain't out 6 weeks getting killed. This is real. Right? Getting killed. Got some homies failed one time, they ain't even out. Got homies dying in the junk. Just natural to cause it. Got homies getting stabbed to death right now. This happening now. You feel me? So what is what I'm saying? Well, I know God, I know Allah had a calling for me because he pulled me out of that furnace. I was in it. I was in the hood. My parents smoked crack. My daddy smoked crack for 20 years, the first 20 years of my life. My mama smoked crack. Crack, rock. So don't talk to me about your struggle. Don't think that me and you the same. Don't think that. All right? This is why I went through that. Allah took me through that to groom me for this time. This is what it's for. Huh? This is what it's for. This is that time period. Yeah, family. This is war. What does the scripture say? What the Bible say? What the Bible say? Huh? I want to know what the Bible say, family. It say old men for counsel. 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 young men for war. So if you ain't on the battlefield, then you know you fall in that old category, right? So you need to you can try to counsel us, but you ain't the one to be out front. That's why you not successful, because it ain't your time. Sorry. No big deal, no hurt. Still respect, still love, but we got to know our role. We got to know our position. We got to know when it's time for us to get out the way and let the Joshua generation do what the Joshua generation is here to do. What is that? We are the fulfillment of the freedom that is promised to us. We the fulfillment. This ain't hope. This ain't faith. Those look different from fulfillment. We, as the minister told us in 1997, got the lecture on YouTube right now to send it to you if you need to hear it. The Joshua generation in 1997, I was 16 years old. So he was talking to me and I wasn't even in the nation yet. Right? And I just recently got that lecture when he said that. We are the generation of fulfillment. All right? Let me give y'all an example. We told our children we were going to get them the power cars. They got them. Right? But when we told them about it, it's kind of like faith, then it's hope. But then when they see them come in the box, that's fulfillment. Now they have them. Y'all feel what I'm saying? They can look at them, they can touch it. That's the fulfillment. But when we just told them we was going to get them a car, I hope they do it. I hope they do it. I got faith that they're going to do it. But fulfillment is something totally different. We are the fulfillment from what our ancestors prayed for, hoped for, dreamed for, died for. We the fulfillment. This Joshua generation, you can remove Joshua with Farrakhan. This Farrakhan, this fearless generation, that is us. You feel me? We done been through the fire and we ready. Not that we purified all the way righteous, not by a long shot. But I'd be damned if we got any fear on us. Ain't no fear. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't no fear with us. You follow what we're saying? This is the day of separation. This is the day of fulfillment. This is the day of our rise. We are living in the final judgment of the world. We living in the showdown. The minister just told us in February. The war of Armageddon has begun. If you don't know Armageddon, you need to go and research the word. This is that final war. We in it. It is here now. So don't think it's going to be all peaches and cream. But damn it, when you going to get in the fight, when you going to get in the war, get off the sideline, get off that job, get off that clock, get off of it. Get free. Show that you got faith in that God is here. Show that you got faith in the God. That you got faith in your Lord and Savior. That he can provide for you and your family without you having to trade times for a worthless dollar that's going down by the second. Show it that. Prove it to yourself. Don't prove it to me. Prove it to yourself. Prove it to your family. That you God-centered. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has told us that most people think they God-centered, but if they ain't got a grasp on their economy, on their money, they just talking. They ain't God-centered. Sorry. Don't care how polite and how nice and how humble you might proceed to be. You got to get a control of your own economy. You cannot depend on anybody to cut you a check. Use that to get free. Use that for leverage. But what you need to do, humble yourself and listen to the ones that have got free so they can teach you how to get financial freedom in this modern time. That time. This the modern time. That's how you know it's the time of our advancement. The technology is here for us to advance. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I couldn't be on the live stream talking to people all over the world. I couldn't. If I had this in me, somebody would have to give me a platform. Now with this technology, we can make our own platform. Nobody has to give us nothing. We make our own brands, put our own information out there, do our own marketing, do our own promoting. We don't need nobody to give us nothing because of the technology. That being said, fam, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, but we're going to leave y'all with a clip, with a theme of Far Money Network. We on a mission to produce 10,000 cryptocurrency millionaires. We want to put 100x on what the minister asked for 25 years ago. Since it's been 25 years ago since he asked for 100 millionaires in Chicago, we want to times that times 100. And that's what we want to take to him, and that's what we're going to take to him, and that's what we're doing. You want to get in? There's some information running at the bottom of the screen. Get in. The time is now. 2-minute warning. Before you ask us how we making money over the blockchain with our business, ask your bank. How your bank making money? Question yourself. Question your bank. How they making money? Don't bring it. Don't ask us that. Call your bank in the morning and say how y'all make money and see what they tell you. All right. When you do that, then you can come ask us that. But let us know that you ask your bank that before you ask us that. Because we trying to free you. Your bank, your financial institution ain't trying to free you. They trying to keep you in bondage. So we want to leave y'all with a snippet on what Project Exodus 10,000 all about and what Far Money Network all about. Until then, till the morning, we'll see y'all. Assalamu alaikum.
Satisfied until we have the college level on the University of Islam. And if you help me by doing what you can in the economic field, Muslims, you shouldn't be around here looking to white people to give you a job. Go look in Message to the Black Man and the Economic Blueprint. And if there are 4 of you, 6 of you, 8 of you together, pool your resources, go into business and set up business all over the south and west side of Chicago. I would like to see at least 100 millionaires among the Muslims in Chicago. If you're rich, I'm rich. And I can always come and tell you about the needs of a nation. But if you poor and we poor, hell man, we can't be around here poor. I want to see rich Muslims. And if you obey Allah, there's no reason why you can't make a business successful. You just have to get up and stop being lazy and trifling and go do something for yourself. So we're going to put together a trade delegation of Muslims and, well, everybody's a Muslim. But there are those who have not confessed Islam, but they are brilliant in business. We made promises to governments, and we're going to fulfill our promise. There's all kinds of investment opportunities. Diamonds, gold, uranium, oil. I mean, you name it, Africa is open. And the Europeans are coming in with money and they're taking Africa. Well, why can't we go? They're ready to sell gold mines to us. They're ready for us to develop gold. Well, where's Michael Jackson? What Where's Shaq O'Neal? Where? We need to pull our moneyed people together and let's do some business now, because we can't build a nation on the charity of the believer. We can only build a nation on a strong economic foundation that's built on business. Agriculture, agribusiness. Yes, sir. Thank you. And you refuse. And as long as you will be a step and fetch it, as long as you will sell out for $1, they make dollars every day. Right next to the Holocaust Museum in Washington is where the Federal Reserve prints the money. The Federal Reserve is the synagogue of Satan. The Federal Reserve, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the House of Rothschild. These are the people that have corrupted the entire world. And I am here to pronounce your doom. Now America's become a fascist country. You remember when Senator Huey Long is quoted as saying, when fascism comes to America, it will be called anti-fascism. Fascism is designed and defined as an authoritarian political ideology that combines nationalism with a corporatist economic system. Fascists advocate the creation of a single party. You think that the Democrats and the Republicans are different? Now, who controls the U.S. Congress? Do you think it's you? Can you really depend on the Senate and the House of Representatives to represent your interests? They're in bed with insurance companies. They're in bed with special interests. And they're in bed with Israel. Most of your senators, many of them, and congresspersons are honorary citizens, members of the Knesset. They control America's wealth. President Bush was controlled. There's not a president that is the real power. The real power are those moneyed people. So they had to try to defeat the prophet's reputation. Look at the words they use. Look at what they said to Pastor Barrett. Look at what they said on television. It is a possible pyramid scheme. They didn't say it was in fact that. They didn't really know what it was. They could have dealt with a pyramid. What was it? See? Force them to show their hand. Some believe, look at the words in the press, some believe it to be a pyramid scheme. T.L. Barrett believes it to be an economic development plan. Well, then let's pit our two beliefs together, either in the world or in a court of law.
Because if we believe it's an economic development plan, then prove it. And if they believe it's a scheme, then let them prove it. We ain't got a damn thing to prove to rich people except that we're poor and trying to get the hell out of it. What do we have to prove to them? Did you ever ask the Chinese how they built Chinatown? How many of you talk to the Chinese? Mr. Wong, how did you get so many Chinese restaurants in the black community? Was it a business loan from the government? You didn't ask that, did you? Did you? The Koreans just got here a few days ago. Did you ever ask the Koreans, Mr. Korean, sir, how did you get so many businesses in the black community so fast and just got here yesterday? Did you ask them? The Palestinian refugees, the Lebanese, the people of the Middle East whose area is torn up with war and devastation, and they arrive in America penniless. Did you ever ask them, brother Palestinian, how did you get so many stores in the black community and just got here yesterday? The reason you don't know is because they're not on television. Didn't you hear the old rap, the revolution will not be televised? The Chinese are not trying to get on Channel 2 telling you how they built up Chinatown. You don't find the Cubans coming on TV. Hi, y'all. My name is Salvador Sanchez. I am a man that just came from Cuba. The communist Fidel Castro drove me out, but thanks to God, I have $20 million now. And I want to show all of you silly people how I got it out of your pocket. You don't hear from the Cubans. You don't hear from the Haitians. You don't hear from the Vietnamese. You don't hear from the Palestinians. You don't hear from nobody who comes to America and networks their money. Go ahead. Network going. Have you ever asked the Greeks, how come the Greeks own all these restaurants in every major city in America? Have you ever said anything to anybody? You ain't under any obligation to tell your enemy what you are doing to get the hell out from under his yoke. Go ahead.
Set aside $10. 10 million people. That we must now do something for ourselves or suffer the consequences. If we cannot depend on the government to look after us, then who can we depend on? Many of us are being lulled to sleep by the so-called atmosphere of peace and tranquility produced by the breakup of the Soviet Union and by the nations appearing to unite with America. And Mr. Bush seems to be riding the crest of a mighty wave that has put him on top of the nations of the earth. And he seems to be saying like Babylon, I sit as a queen and I shall see no sorrow. But in the night, a hand started writing on the wall. Your kingdom has been weighed in the balance and found wanting. You cannot depend on President Bush or no president, whether it is Bush or Wilder or Jackson or Johnson. Nobody who sits in the White House will be able to deliver for black people. There's something you have to know about this in order that you may not depend on government to do for you what you and I have got to get up now and do for ourselves. Listen to me carefully. Just a casual look in the newspapers will tell you that all the economies of the Western world are in a decline. That's right. That's right. Great Britain, decline. That's right. France, decline. Belgium, decline. Spain, Portugal, Italy, decline. That's right. West Germany was a thriving economy, but they had to spend tremendous amounts of money in the reunification. So their economy is not as strong. So the European nations, in their weakness, decided, let's unite. That's right. And in 1992, the common market of Europe will kick in, making Europe possibly the biggest market for goods in the world. America, as the leader of the Western world, is in a dying economic situation. The dollar appears strong, but is backed by no sound value. Are you listening to me, brothers and sisters? Banks closing. That's right. President Bush spending more time on foreign policy while the domestic scene begins to unravel. That's right. America is a strong country, all right, but not as strong. And the future looks dim, according to analysts. 10 years ago, among the 6 major banks in the world, 1 or 2 were American banks. Now, in the top 20, you may find 1 American bank. The capital of finance, you would think, is Wall Street. But the #1 economy in the world is Japan. And she has been number. We have got to develop an economic program to save our people. This economic program must not be tied to a people's belief. We can't ask black people, are you Muslim or Christian or Baptist or Methodist or Episcopalian or Church of God in Christ? Are you a Democrat or Republican? You're black and you're catching hell, and we are a family, so we've got to make a program for all or for none at all. Now, you know, President Johnson promised us he would make a war on poverty, and then sent money to fight the war in Vietnam. And here we are today, poor, ragged, hungry, naked, out of doors, and we are becoming more and more savage every day in our evil mistreatment of one another. It's hard today to say to black people that white people are evil when it's your black brother coming in your door, taking your TV, robbing you, raping you, shooting you down. It's no longer white people doing this. It is us doing it to one another. And we have become so cold and callous that our own lives mean nothing to us. If we can't depend on America and the government, then what program is available that we can get busy and do something for self? I'm saying to the Muslims, if we set up a restaurant, that is not going to help black people. You set up a little bakery on the south side, I mean, that's nice. You give a few jobs, you know, that's nice. We'll applaud you. And people will say, oh, the Muslims got a restaurant. Oh, the Muslims got a bakery. Oh. The Muslims got a little factory over there, employs 100 people. Oh. The Christians got a little store over here. Oh. But look at the suffering of our people. It's broader than a little mom and pop operation. It's bigger than what individual churches can do or mosques can do. The problem is so large. We'll never solve it with millions of dollars. It takes billions of dollars to solve this problem.